Hey friends, I hope you can hear me. Welcome to Gemma Darling Daily. I'm your host Danielle. I thought since it was a beautiful day that I would get rid of my family, so they're over at my parents' house. And well, Pooper's sleeping in his little cuddle cup and I am on my deck because my deck has become my happy place during, all of this that's going on, all the lockdown. It's like, it's our really nice outdoor space and I have this really big green couch, just like a big U, and I'll show you at the end. But let's see, the ordeal of trying to set this up was ridiculous. It was like a comedy of errors. And so I'm finally set up and I thought I would do a short podcast for you. The last one was like a doozy. But again, I'm your host Danielle, and if you're new here, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you like the podcast. And if you do, hit the little bell so you know when I upload. And I upload, let's see, once in a blue moon. So I won't bother you too much. I'm not a weekly podcaster. I wish I were, and I think as my kids get older, I will be. But right now, I do it whenever I can. And today, my kids and my husband are gone. So I hope you can see well enough. The lighting is really, really bad. But, we're just trying something different. I have my umbrella up because I literally could not see when I was trying to do it without an umbrella. So I think I have a migraine coming on, which is fabulous, but I am knitting in my my fuck off I'm knitting mug by Jam PDX, and I have some tea in here, and I don't usually drink a lot of tea because I don't like the caffeine. Makes my heart feel like it's going to explode, which is so weird because I used to drink like bottles and bottles of Coke, but I don't drink Coke anymore because I went to Smashburger once and I left the cup in my car. It had like that much Coke left in it. And in like 2 days, it ate through the bottom of the cup and just like was everywhere. And I don't really care that I had to clean my car. I mean, like shit happens. But I was like, if that can eat through the bottom of a cup, imagine what it's doing to my stomach. So yay. I only have Coca-Cola now when I'm abroad. And I think it has less chemicals in it in other countries because other countries, some of them actually care about what their people are ingesting. So cheers to you in my fuck off I'm knitting cup. Again, by Jam PDX. I love it. I thought I was ordering the one with the pink inside. I ordered the one with the blue, so I will have to order the one with pink because I always have to get what I want. And thank you to, I don't know who, maybe Chelsea Yarns, Christina, maybe Cake Wool, Alyssa, whoever sends tea when I order yarn, that's what I'm drinking right now. It's like a stash tea, I think it's called, and it's Earl Grey, and it's really, really good. Usually I just drink that Lipton crap because I just don't have a discerning palate when it comes to tea, but you all do, and so I thank you for that. Okay, so let's get to it. I didn't buy too much yarn this week, but I got a couple of exciting things in the mail, and we can start with whips. And I have decided to go hat crazy. I have to look up who this is from. I'm going to put it down here in the down bar. This is a super simple free pattern, and I just thought I would make hats for all the girls because I have so many hats for them from last year. But hats kind of, if you go out in the snow one day, it gets all crappy, and then you kind of just want to have like maybe 4 hats in rotation. Especially when you have kids, because then you can just plop a new one on their head and they go back outside. And so I made this one, I made this one for Franny, but it's ended up being for Sammy because Sammy has a much smaller head, and I did the color work a little bit tight. I believe it's called the scallop hat, and I'm going to put it here in the down bar. So simple. It literally has like 6 rows of color work that create this cute little hat. And what I really like about it is all these single skein brio duos that you thought I forgot about brio duos. I did not. All the single skeins that you buy, like if you buy one of this and you buy one of this and they just happen to be the same weight, you can make one of these hats. So I have to add a pom-pom and then she's done. I think the bottom of this is Very Cool by Chelsea Yarns, which I think was like a one-off. I don't think she actually makes this color. I could be wrong, but I have to bug her about it because it's such a beautiful color. And I bought this skein when Christy Glass and I were down at Chelsea Yarns before it closed, and we were doing the Halloween special. So if you haven't seen the Halloween special, hop on over to the KGK channel and check it out. It was so much fun. What did we do that like 3 years ago it was? I don't know, but it was hysterical. We had so much fun. And Christina was such a good sport and let us do it in her store, and we did it all different areas of her store. And so that was a lot of fun. But you know, Halloween is coming up, and it is actually fall, so all of you pumpkin spice latte bitches, now is the time that I will acquiesce and give you the floor and say, go ahead. Summer is over. And this water baby is not happy about that. But again, scallop hat. And then I was like, okay, I made one for Sammy that was supposed to be for Franny, so now I have to make one for Franny. And Franny picked 3 colors, and I probably should have done more scalloping up here, but I decided to just go straight into the decreases, which are really pretty on this hat. So it's a free pattern, so I feel like I can talk about it more in depth. You cast on multiples of 8. So I did that one in DK, this one is in Aran. And so I just put a couple less repeats, and you cast on, as I cast on, I put literally the stitch markers into my cast on so that I really don't have to sit there and count a bazillion stitches. So that's what I did, and I cast on, I don't know how many I did. I think I did like 10 sections in this one for Aran, for Franny's head. And the pattern just calls for a 2-inch 1x1, but I did a bunch because I think that when kids are out in the snow, they really need to keep their ears covered so they don't get earaches. So I did it so that they would have these really thick bands. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry that the lighting is so bad out here, but it's a very thick band, and it's really, really soft. And I did this in the La Bien Amie that Marla yarn muled for me from the store. And as we know, La Bien Amie, the store is not there anymore. I believe she still has the shop next to it, which I think is a tea shop. I've never gone there. If you want to know anything about it, either ask Amy from La Bien Amie, or Creative Ceci, I think, has gone there a lot, so she'll answer your questions. She likes to knit around the world, and I wish we all could be that lucky, seriously. But so this was her indigo purple. This was hedgehog fibers and Harajuku, I think. I don't know. And then this was the peanut butter and jelly color from La Bien Amie, which is a famous, and it's a fan favorite. And I really, really love it. It's cute. I just have to make a pom-pom and then weave in a crazy amount of ends, which I don't know why I have so many ends. I don't know why. So that's hat number 2. And then hat number 3 is for my nephew. His name is James, and he will forever be known as Baby James. We just call him Baby James. Even when he's getting married, we will still call him Baby James. This is Queen's Yarn Boutique, and I don't remember the colorway, so I'll put it here in the down bar. If I still have the tag, oh no, I might have gotten rid of the tag. But I love this yarn. It's beautiful. And how often do you see like these Kelly greens with these different tonals of gray? It's really, really different, and it knits up really pretty. What's really funny is my sister loves green. She's always loved green ever since she was little. And I used to say, you know, we're taught when we're little, those aren't girl colors. Green and blue are boy colors, and pink and this, you know, pink and purple are girl colors. And it's so awful, right? But my sister's been breaking the mold since the beginning, and she liked green when she was little. And so her husband likes blue and she likes green. So they kind of are always like having this like silent competition over what they buy for Baby James. So it's really funny, and we like to make everything in green to help her win. But I just think this yarn is so pretty from Queen's Yarn Boutique. So head on over and check them out. Really good yarn, really good yarn. And this one's worsted. So I did worsted DK and Aran, and then I decided that I had to make one for myself, because initially when I set out, I wanted a hat. And what color do you guys think I chose? What do you think? Glazed pecan. Was there any doubt, really? Someone just lit a fire. It smells delicious. So I am doing a shit ton of ribbing on mine because I don't want to get earaches. And I just started, you know, I did this in a 6 needle, and I'm doing this in an 8. So the minute that I change to the stockinette, I do an 8. I change to the 8, which posed a problem because I had all of these Cocoa Knit stitch markers in it to mark the 8 stitches. And you know, the little ones only go up to a size 7 needle, so they worked fine when I was ribbing on a 6, and then when I decided to do stockinette on an 8, I forgot to take them out first and switch them over. And so I put the needles on and they were like stuck because the stitch markers wouldn't slide up the needle. So I had to do a little bit of doctoring there and I fixed it. And now it's good. But see, you know how I am. I am stitch marker queen. I have every 8 stitches. I have a stitch marker. And it really does just help you check on your work as you're going along and make sure you don't skip a stitch or drop a stitch or whatever. Make sure you have the 8 stitches in between. It's easier when you're doing color work. It's really easy. So that's what I do. When I do that when I'm doing lace work or color work, I always stick in those millions of stitch markers. And so that's that. That's going to be mine. And I'm pairing it with this, which is Mad Tosh Vintage Worsted. And I believe the color is R.E.D. So you can find this on the Jimmy Beans website. Beautiful brio duo here. I think I didn't show you this. Let's see. This was the Berry Cool from Chelsea Yarns. And this, I don't remember the colorway name, but this is Junk Yarn. And isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. And I actually, I bought a color of Junk Yarn that's pretty much this as a brio duo with this. But I already had this caked up. So I was like, let me use it. Because once you cake something, you really should use it within a certain period of time. Otherwise, it kind of just deflates. It gets like, you know, from being caked up. If you didn't cake it loose, the yarn kind of loses a little bit of its stretchel. You know, I made up a word, stretchel. But yeah, you shouldn't leave it caked for too long. But I just thought that was a really pretty brio duo. Is this a brio trio? Yes. And then this one for my nephew is going to be, I needed something that was one of these grays inside of it, and I couldn't figure out a color. And you know, I love using hand-dyed yarns, but when you're trying to create a brio duo, even if you're not doing brioche, it's really good to go to Jimmy Bean Wool. And I like their Mad Tosh selection. You'll always find something that goes. So I ordered 2 yarns. I ordered, and this is their vintage, Tosh Vintage Worsted, which is a really, really nice weight. If you're making like a sweater, you want it to go pretty fast, but you don't want it to be so thick. The worsted that they have is really nice. And this is called Composition Book Gray. But when you hold it up to the hat, it didn't really go. It was a little too blue for it. I don't know if you can even see that. It's a little too blue. So then I ordered, well, and this is in the same order. I order it all together because shipping charges add up, so you order it all together. This one is Tern, T-E-R-N, and this one just seemed to go much better. It's much more black and white gray instead of a blue gray, and it really matched the parts inside of the variegated color. So that is going to be his hat. You see how different they are? Let's get that off there. See how different they are? They really are different. And so I'm going to go with this one. And so that is all, that's my whip. I've been working on hats. That is literally it. I sit there in treehouse school. I teach Franny and I work on hats with my hands as like she's reading and doing things. I just do like, and I got really, really good at my continental knitting pearls because I was like, okay, I always do the first couple rows doing it English style because I'm tighter when I do English style. And so I always start out my ribbing doing it tighter because because this part of the hat is the part that's really going to stretch out the end here. So I do it tighter. And then when it folds up onto itself, it pulls it snug. But once I get to like maybe an inch in, I'll switch to doing it continental for the rest of it because it's a lot faster and it's not as fiddly, you know, bringing the yarn by hand. You just go, you know, with your finger, you go back and forth. So that was really nice to knit up, to learn that. But look at this glazed pecan. It's a good skein. It's a good skein of it. It's really, really saturated. It's a good skein. I have so much glazed pecan and sometimes I cake it up and then it ended up in this bin altogether. And one of the skeins is DK, one of the skeins is chunky, and one of the skeins is worsted. And I, for the life of me, cannot tell the difference. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do. They have those little gauges that you wrap the yarn around. You'll see how many you get for like per inch, and I'm going to try that, but I have no idea. None. So I'll just use it to make hats, because then, you know, I'll know if I knit it with a 6 or 7 or an 8, if it looks holy or if it's knitting up well, then I guess I'll know what size it is. So maybe I could just do swatches? I don't know. It's just so stupid of me. So like now I've been winding them. When I take them off the winder, I jam the label inside. So I know that this is worsted. If I ever need to go in there, I can just pull it out. So that's that. I also have 3 other yarns that I bought from Jimmy Bean's Wool when I was buying the Madtosh, because I like to try some of their colors here and there, and I'll get a skein. And since I'm doing these hats that just take like, you know, half a skein of each color, I have my time to just grab some colors and see what I like. So let me show you what I got. Neapolitan ice cream. This is just an undyed skein. I don't know why it costs the same, but whatever, Madtosh, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's completely naked and undyed. And so this is their colorway natural. Who you think you're fooling? Anyway, it's really pretty though. It is. It's an off-white, and it's really, I love cream sweaters. I may have to order a bunch of that and make myself a cream sweater, because I think they look good on everyone. I mean, you guys remember when Chris Evans wore one a couple months ago? What was it, last year? He was visiting Allie Raisman, and they had a dog sitting, but I don't know what was happening and why I know so much about this, but he had on like a cream, like fisherman's rib sweater, like all the cables or whatever. It was in like an Irish, those Irish cable sweaters are so beautiful, and he like broke the internet. So I guess I'm not the only one who loves a cream sweater, though I'm pretty sure they only liked it with him in it, but probably would look just as good without it on. Anyway, okay. Yeah. So this is their colorway. Barbara deserved better. It is one of their Stranger Things colorways. They have a lot of 11 colorways, and this comes actually on a singles sparkle base. So that was fun. I had that for a while. I think I destashed it. And sometimes I really do kick myself for the things I destashed. Some of the companies, you know, just decide to stop dyeing, and that really, Backyard Fiberworks decided to stop dyeing, and understandably so. There's a pandemic, people are homeschooling their kids, like there's a lot going on. And you know, I destash things sometimes going, okay, well, I've had this for like a couple years, let me give it to someone who's going to use it, and then if I want to do it again, I'll figure out which project I'm getting, and I'll get the amount I need for that project. And so I a lot of times, if I don't know what I'm making, I'll buy 3 or 4 for a shawl, but if I want to make a sweater, that's not enough. So I had 3 skeins, I think, and I loved the colorway. I loved it. And she decided to stop dyeing, and I had destashed it. I still have 3 skeins in like a different dye lot of it, so I'm gonna make like maybe a boho blush out of that if I can ever master brioche. But right now I got this Barbara Deserved Better, and I thought I just wanted to see what it looked like. It's such a beautiful color, and it's very like white and pink and tonal. You can see that. And this color is called Ristretto, and it's this gorgeous chocolate brown. It's really beautiful. I'm such a bitch for chocolate browns. I love them. And I think Shelly Can is like that. She loves her chocolate browns. And when I got the package, I was like, oh, I ordered Neapolitan ice cream. So I was like, this would be like a really cool sweater. So I think I'm going to take the, I have to order it in a thicker weight, but I think that I'm going to do the Felix sweater. Remember how I loved my Felix sweater in Aran? Well, they have a cardigan. I was like, what if I get these colors and I color block them? I'll do like the cream on top, then the pink, and then the black, the brown around my tush. And I thought I would do like just, you know, get 2 skeins of each or 3 skeins of each, probably need 3 skeins of each, and just make myself like a really nice sweater that I could just throw on over like a white t-shirt and jeans. Get away, sir. And I think I'm going to do that. So that'll be something to look forward to. But the 3 of these, just the 3 of them, I don't know what to do, but I love them together. So if you know anything I can do with 3 skeins that are totally different, let me know. I'm all ears. So that's what I got. And then I got one more thing in the mail that I'm super excited about, and I'm gonna show you guys. Give me a sec. So we all know October is coming, and with October, not only comes pumpkin spice latte, but Halloween. And when you have kids, Halloween is this humongous deal. So I have already gone on to merrymerry.com. I'll put it here in the down bar. It's this beautiful website with things that are just, you know, you can buy stuff that are decorations, but you can buy stuff that's like heirloom quality. And so every couple, you know, Halloweens, I'll buy a bunch of really nice things or some Easter stuff or this and that. But stuff that, like, I bought them ears and a tail for their Easter baskets last year, and then I packed them back up and I put them away. Like, Merry Merry makes these beautiful things, and they're probably things that we as makers could make ourselves. A lot of them are made out of beautiful yarns with pom-poms for like tails and this and that, but who's got time to make everything? Once in a while you have to buy something. So try merrymerry.com. They have party themes. They have worksheets you can print out for the kids to color each season. So they have Halloween ones right now. We did a bunch of Easter eggs around Easter. We just really love this website. And so I order a bunch of stuff like for the holidays, and I ordered this big balloon banner for Halloween, and I ordered some lights, and I ordered special cake toppers, and I ordered them this really pretty witch costume, which by the way was so stupid because it came with a wand and a cloak. You had to buy the hat separately. Now how is it a witch costume if it's just a wand and a cloak? I don't know. Put them together. But anyway, you know me, I spare no expense with my children, which is probably batshit crazy, but with what's going on right now, I just, as I've always said, I just want them to keep smiling. And so, yes, I bribe them to smile with expensive holiday decor. So, one of the things that I really loved last year was opening the Asylum Fibers advent calendar. And I thought it was so much fun to have something to look forward to every day, and Franny loved to do it. She loved opening the little bags, and then we tried to decide what we're going to do with all of the little mini skeins, which I have upstairs in my craft attic, which is currently a construction zone because I'm trying to clean it, so I'm excavating it. Excuse me. And this, you can't really see into my orange bag. It was a little jack-o'-lantern bag, and the whole bag fits into the jack-o'-lantern, so you can throw it into your purse and you have it if you need a bag, which is great. I don't know where I got it. I think I got it from Godiva. No, I didn't. I got a brown one from Godiva. I don't know. But these are the bags that we used to get from places that were made out of recycled fibers or polyester or something, and they were the first reusable bags. And so I've had it for a while, and I thought it was perfect to house my Lambstrings Yarn Halloween countdown calendar. So she has like one big mystery skein with the 31 on it, and she has little bags with numbers on them. And so every day we get to open one for the entire month of October until Halloween, where you open your big skein. Really? Well, I guess that's the end of that. Can you still hear me? I hope you can still hear me. Maybe that'll stop. But since our tree fell on their house a couple months ago, I let him do what he needs to do. I'm almost done, so let's just go on with it. This little bag of candy came in it. So cute. Shanna does a great job. My portage cardigan is a Lambstrings yarn. Lambstrings yarn. Not pattern. It's being knit with Lambstrings yarn. That's what I was showing you last week. It's called Bury Alive. She likes the macabre things, and so Halloween is really right up her alley. And so I thought, this is really great. I love any excuse to open these little calendars. And you know, I know there's a lot going on in the knitting community right now with the conversation about whether they should be called Advents or not, because not everyone celebrates Christmas. But I really have to say, to each his own. if there are people of, and I know that doesn't sound very inclusive, but the truth is if you're someone that celebrates Christmas, you want to dye an advent calendar. If you're someone that celebrates Hanukkah, maybe you'd want to do an 8-night special set. And I would love it if all yarn dyers did all the holidays for everyone. I just don't think that's actually possible because of costs and time. So I do hope that the community of yarn dyers out there will start to expand their horizons and maybe not just do Christmas, but maybe do one at another time of a year so that we can have fun for Halloween. We can have fun counting down to Valentine's Day if someone wants to do a 14 skein kit. Let's just get really creative. We don't have to do everything for Christmas. We get presents for Christmas. So I think that this is so much fun because then this is done. I'm done opening this by November 1st and I can start my Christmas knitting with the yarn. So I just thought it was a really, really great idea. And Shanna, thank you for doing it. I love your yarns. You know that. You know that. But I'm really excited to open that. And I also ordered this Halloween bag for Franny. So as she opens the advent calendar, she'll have a place to put the yarns. And that is this really, really cute bag that was sewn by my friend Amelia. I don't know if you guys know Amelia. I'll put her down here so you guys can follow her. She is a beautiful knitter and sewist, and she has this Etsy store. I believe it's called Mila Makes, and let's see, Mila's Sweet Makes, sorry about that. And I'll put that down here in the down bar too. Her bags are super, super high quality. They're small little bags that you can, take with you if you're going around somewhere. They have the zippers always, always go with the fabric. She's very, very careful about what she picks for the inside and the outside. And I just really, really loved it. And I thought she has this little thing on the side to hook it to anything, put a little carabiner on it, but a lot of wildlife out here today. They're thick. I don't know if she puts interfacing in it or if she puts a little bit of batting. I don't know what it is, but they feel so nice. And I've had a couple of her bags. She's gifted me tons of things. And Mila, I just love you. Thank you so much. I bought this off her Etsy store and I thought Franny would really love it. So this is where we're gonna put all of our stuff from our yarn advent calendar here. There it goes. And so I am kind of excited for October to start. I'm not usually that excited. In the past couple years because I'm not going to Rhinebeck, so I thought I'd give myself something to look forward to, and this was my gift to myself. And that's it. I guess that's it. I don't really have much more. I could talk politics, but I don't know. Today I really don't feel like it. There is too much stuff going on. I really, really like, let's see, how the Gabby Petito case has fostered outrage in different communities who are not paid attention to when they report they're missing. I like that the outrage is getting attention, and I hope that it really starts to, foster change, because if anyone is reported missing, they should be looked for. And that is the end of it. That is the end of it. And so all of these fathers and mothers and families that are looking for their loved ones who don't feel that law enforcement is really helping them or that they're getting any media attention, that has to feel like total fucking shit. And so I just hope things change. So that's happening. What's happening with the Haitians at the border is disgusting. They're just being like, I don't even know what's going on. I have to some days, and I know this is my privilege, but I walk away. I have to walk away. Because the amount of bad things that happen in this world that don't have to happen, right? People don't have to be starving in this country, right? There's enough money, there's enough food for everyone. It's the fact that people hoard it that creates the problems. The fact that there are cycles of poverty that we keep certain communities in. That is that fosters it. And so these things are just literally giving me heart palpitations, and I keep going, what can I do? What can I do? And I donate. But, sometimes you really just want to give the money straight to someone. And that is why last Christmas, when I talked about Sarah Foster, she's an influencer on Instagram, and she connected people in need with people that had means beyond what they needed. and they were giving money directly to each other. No charities, no people working for charities, no paying the bills, no paying for this and that, no paying. I mean, it was just, this person has money, this person doesn't, I'll Venmo you. This person needs something to give for her kids for Christmas, and this person has enough money, I'll buy your Amazon wish list and send it straight to you. It was great. So I have to start looking up websites that vet the people that are requesting things, because, you know, we all don't want to be taken, but I would rather be taken than not help someone at all. You know, that seems to be the Republican MO. It seems to be like, well, this person might be doing it fraudulently, so let's not give it to anyone. Well, wait a second. If 10 people are starving and 20 people request assistance, even if 10 of them are lying, you're still helping 10 people. So I'm sorry, I would rather be taken. I would rather be taken and know that a few people got helped rather than none. So I'm gonna start looking into that, because I would like, some of the charities that we donate to, they're wonderful, but it goes through so much before it gets to the people, you know? And I want stuff to just go straight to the people. And so that's really it. And I am going to sit on my couch and eat grapes like a Greek goddess, and I'm going to knit my hats and get ready for the cold weather. My garden is over here. You want to see my garden? See, it's like right there. This was my garden because we're still waiting for the driveway guys to come do our driveway. We're growing tiny little pumpkins that I have inside. I will show you those next week. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to just grow beans and tomatoes and things. Like, we are growing tiny little pumpkins. But I would suggest you put them in a raised bed garden, because like anything that's like squash or even cucumbers, or in that family where they grow on vines, they will take over. And so I have 4 little plants I put in this planter that I had bought that's too shallow. It wasn't growing real great roots for my other plants that just needed bigger roots. And so I took it and I was like, let me use it for my vining plants, because they have very shallow root systems. And so I just let it grow in a big jumble, and I pruned it, and we got these cute little baby pumpkins. And that's fun. So the kids have been picking those. And I guess that's it, guys. I wish I had more to say. I'm sure I'm forgetting things. This weekend was Knit and Escape. It was so wonderful. It was really great to see Christina do her presentation for Chelsea Yarns today. It was like being back in her store, and I really miss that. I miss being in her store. And I also, you know, Cake Will is doing a presentation around 5 o'clock, I think, and I have to watch that. And I know that all of you that are going to Rhinebeck, I want you to be safe. If you're eligible for a booster shot, get the booster, get vaccinated, and let's just get rid of this pandemic so we can really just see each other again without worry. I'm just sick of worrying, you know? That's what I do all the time now. So I'm gonna strap on my glasses on my beaded granny sunglass holder that I got at Anthropology, which I probably could have made. Yeah, probably could have made it. You know, I probably should. I've been playing with all of these beads that I have lately as I'm cleaning my craft attic, and I have so many really nice beads. So I think I'm gonna start making very high-end stitch markers, like with real amethysts and things. So let me know in the comments if you think that's something you would like. Trying to think what else. I'm just gonna give a shout out to my friend Jenny. My friends Jenny and Peter, who are, originally they were my husband's friends. I do consider them my friends now. You know, he still has some friends that I consider his friends, but I took the good ones. And Jenny is a luxury collector, and she's a dog trainer. So if you're here in New Jersey, if you ever need your dog trained, she's absolutely wonderful. And she really, really loves to eat. And so she started a mukbang channel, which, if you don't know what a mukbang is, which I had never heard of it, it's a video where you watch someone eat. And since my husband has all of these allergies, I am all about this channel, watching her eat. And like, she's just hysterical when she eats, and her husband like narrates, and they tell these stories, and you know, it's just getting better as they're making videos. So I think I'm gonna put it here in the down bar, both of her YouTube channels. Take a look. They're short. She makes very short videos. So if you're like kind of looking around YouTube for what you want to watch next, like click on one of hers, just watch it in the interim. And let's support her. She's really a wonderful person, and watching her eat is one of the very few pleasures in my life right now. So thank you, Jenny. I love you. As soon as we lift we still haven't really lifted our quarantine. They're vaccinated and they're very careful, so we could probably have them over with no problem. But as soon as we do, I think I'm gonna let her in my closet and we'll do a video for her luxury channel with the few bits of luxury that I have, because I have gone apeshit buying dresses this pandemic. Anyway, I will stop talking your head off and I will see you in a week or two. I think I'm gonna try to do this more often, which is what I say at the end of every episode. But hey, I did it 1 month apart. Okay guys, I love you. I can't wait to see all of your Rhinebeck sweaters. As I said, be safe. Let's get rid of this pandemic. And pay attention to what's going on in the world. Even if it doesn't directly affect you, it will affect you at some point, or it will affect someone that you love or someone that you should care about. So pay attention, okay? Bye guys.